So this Dr. Pete Terzop wanted to put a video on here about Grammarly and other AI tools and all that. And it's been coming up more and more. And I was talking to some administrators at a smaller college that I kind of do a little bit of work for. And they went out of their way to justify a lot of things that in my mind were not justified. So when we do work, the argument they made was is that someone can use Grammarly to check their work. So when it comes back, little sections here and there, I get it. It's kind of like the old Gram check. Grammarly kind of has that function, like you check something, it kind of explains. But Grammarly also has the premium, which almost in essence rewrites your whole paper. So you can write whatever, and it will pretty much look like something completely different. And mine, you might have to click some buttons, but it's like I had students tell me they just go click, 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 just like the old Gram check, right? So, but this is like really massively different. Like it can change the whole optics of the whole thing. It can change almost everything. Whereas Gram check was not as comprehensive. Now Grammarly does have a sub thing that kind of acts like Gram check, so it's a little bit less intrusive. It's like the not premium one. But the problem is when schools make excuses like, well, the AI, that's just a tool, and you can't confirm the student used Chat GPT and or some other website, and so one of them got smart and said, well, Dr. Pete, if you see something develop, it's not cited, then that's when there's AI and all that, you can say, well, that's a referable academic offense. Well, that means I would refer pretty much 50-60% of the class. See, because they're administrator and they're not in the class. They don't get what's going on, right? So there's two ways to look at this video. One is from an administrative perspective and maybe a professor perspective, and then the other one is from a student perspective. So there are a number of administrators who will go out of their way to carry water because they want a thing called persistence. They want students to persist, stay in their program, and keep paying them and keep doing this and that, and I get it. That persistence is very important. You want students to join your program and to complete your program, and maybe even consider doing a master's program or whatever the next level is. So I get it. I think everybody gets it. Having said that, you want them to persist in the right way. And so that goes to the student side of the house. Understand that there are people out there that will let you cheat, lie, steal, whatever it takes to do whatever. And that because they have an incentive, either economic, social, political, whatever. That doesn't make it right. And so this is your education. And so if you use the Grammarly, use the function where you learn from it. Okay, I have a sentence, and hey, just letting you know there's some grammar here. Then you can go in and you can edit it if you want yourself. But when you see yourself just clicking accept, 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 and it's pretty much 100% written by the AI at that point, you're not learning anything. You're not being a better writer. And AI is now, if you will, your master. AI is doing your work. And at some point, someone will figure it out and just say, well, let's just skip paying you and we'll just get the AI to do the work. It's not of value. So be very careful. It diminishes your education. It diminishes your learning on how to do things yourself and how to edit things and grow and all that. And it just at the end of the day, it's just not academic. It's really unprofessional. And I know more and more people say, well, you got to integrate the tools and all that. Yeah, I get it. But when it's doing your work for you, it's not integrating the tools. It's replacing you. So my point being is take the time to learn how to use tools in a proper way that doesn't subject you to the look of that it's AI or cheating or you're not really editing your work. To me, it's no different than saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to give it to somebody, a real person, like back in the day when we used to do it. Here's a bunch of stuff. Just go edit it and just give me the final result. Oh, wait, let me click the button. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference. So my point being is this, I know there's a lot of challenges out there and it's easy and it's quick, but it's not right. So make every effort to think about that and do the best you can, okay? If there's anything else, drop me a line and best of luck.